Harry Potter deleted scenes, extra parts of the films that we all wished were included. If you follow this channel for quite some time, you'll know that I made a variety of Harry Potter deleted scenes before. But in this video, I wanted to combine every single deleted scene and rank them from okay to great in each of the 8 movies, based on many factors. One thing to mention is that I'm not gonna display scenes that are protected by copyright, because this video will be taken down by the copyright owners. So let's get started. Starting first with the Philosopher's Stone. Number 5. Petunia finding Harry's letters inside the eggs. Number 4. Petunia drying Dudley's uniform for Harry.
And smile. Oh, Vernon, just look at him. I can't believe it. In just a week he'll be off to Smeltings.
Caveat Smeltonia. Proudest moment of my life.
Well, I have to wear that too.
What? You go to Smeltings? Don't be so stupid. You're going to go to the state school where you belong. And this is what you're going to be wearing when I've finished dyeing it.
But that's Dudley's old uniform. It'll fit me like bits of old elephant skin.
It'll fit you well enough. Go and get the post. Go!
Number 3. Hagrid and Harry head into the leaky cauldron.
First year students will require 3 sets of plain work robes, 1 wand,
essential bit of equipment, Harry.
1 pair of dragon hide gloves. Hagrid, do they mean from a real dragon?
Well, they don't mean a penguin, do they? Crikey. I love a dragon.
You'd like a dragon?
Vastly misunderstood beasts, Harry. Vastly misunderstood.
Number 2. The trio in the Great Hall.
Look at you, playing with your cards. Pathetic. We've got final exams coming up soon.
I'm ready. Ask me any question.
All right. What are the 3 most crucial ingredients in a forgetfulness potion?
I forgot.
And what, may I ask, do you plan to do if this comes up in the final exam?
Copy off you?
No, you won't. Besides, according to Professor McGonagall, we're to be given special quills, bewitched with an anti-cheating spell.
That's insulting. It's as if they don't trust us. Dumbledore again. Leglock curse?
Malfoy.
You have got to start standing up to people, Neville.
How? I can barely stand at all.
I'll do the counter curse.
No, that's all I need. You to set my bloody kneecaps on fire.
I don't appreciate the insinuation, Longbottom. Besides, if anyone cares to notice, my eyebrows have completely grown back.
I found him.
Dumbledore is particularly famous for his defeat of the Dark Wizard Grindelwald in 1945.
Go on.
For his discovery of the 12 uses of dragon blood and his work on alchemy with his partner Nicholas Flamel.
I knew the name sounded familiar. I read it on the train that day. Follow me. Hey, wait. Where are you going? What about the counter curse?
And number 1. Extended version of Snape's first lesson.
Clearly, fame isn't everything, is it, Mr. Potter?
Clearly, Hermione knows. Seems a pity not to ask her.
Silence. Put your hand down, you silly girl. For your information, Potter, asphodel and wormwood make a sleeping potion so powerful it is known as the draught of the living dead. A bezoar is a stone taken from the stomach of a goat, and it will save you from most poisons. As for monkshood and wolfbane, they are the same plant, which also goes by the name of aconite. Well, why aren't you all copying this down? And Gryffindors, note that 5 points will be taken from your house for your classmates' cheek.
If you're enjoying this video so far, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe if you feel like it. Moving on to the Chamber of Secrets. Number 6. Ron remembering Tom Riddle's name because he used to clean his trophies.
Tom Marvolo Riddle.
Tom Marvolo Riddle? Hang on. I know that name. But do I know that name? Of course. That night I had detention. My job was to polish the silver in the trophy room. I remember, because I kept burping up slugs over Tom Riddle's trophy. What's the trophy for? He won an award 50 years ago. Special services to the school or something.
50 years ago, are you sure?
Yeah. Why?
Don't you remember what Malfoy told you? The last time the chamber was open was...
50 years ago. But that means...
Tom Riddle was here, at Hogwarts when it happened. What if he wrote about what he saw? It's possible he knew where the chamber was, how to open it, even what sort of creature lives in it. If so, whoever's behind these attacks wouldn't want this diary lying around, would they?
It's a brilliant theory, Hermione, but there's just one flaw. There's nothing written in this diary.
Number 5. The conscious Crabbe and Goyle coming across Harry and Ron. Number 4. Introducing Justin Finch Fletchley.
That Lockhart's something, isn't he? Awfully brave chap. Justin Finch Fletchley, Hufflepuff.
Oh, nice to meet you.
I know who you are. We all do, even us Muggleborns.
Number 3. Extended version of Borgin and Burkes.
Don't touch anything, Draco.
Yes, Father.
Master Malfoy, what a pleasure to see you again. And young Master Malfoy too, delighted. I must show you, just in today and very reasonably priced.
I'm not buying today, Morgan. I'm selling.
Selling?
Draco? You are aware, no doubt, that the Ministry of Magic is conducting more raids on private houses. There's even rumours of a new Muggle Protection Act.
Pure wizard blood is counting for less everywhere, I'm afraid.
Not with me. Anyway, I brought a few items from home that might prove embarrassing for the Ministry to call. There's poisons and the like.
Look at this.
That particular item is not for sale.
I understand. It has unique qualities. One wouldn't want to see it falling into the wrong hands.
You can keep the box. What did I say?
Touch nothing.
Exactly.
Sorry, Father.
Come on, we go.
It's a pleasure to do business with you, Mr. Malfoy. Always a pleasure. Looking for something?
No, I'm just in the wrong place. Sorry. Thank you.
Number 2. Hagrid holding the basilisk mortal enemy, which was killed by Ginny.
Hello, Harry. You all right?
Hagrid, what are you doing here?
Second one killed this term. No, I reckon it's either a fox or a blood-sucking bugbear. So I've just been up at Dumbledore's getting permission to put a little charm around the old hen coop. You sure you're all right? You look awful hot and bothered.
It's nothing. Look, I better get going. I've got a lot of studying to...
And number 1. Student talking about how dangerous Harry is.
So anyway, I told Justin to hide up in our dormitory. I mean to say, if Potter's marked him down as his next victim, it's best to keep a low profile for a while.
But why would he want to attack Justin?
Well, Justin let it slip to Potter that he was Muggle-born.
And you definitely think Potter's the heir of Slytherin?
Hannah, he's a parcel mouth. Everyone knows that's the mark of a dark wizard. Have you ever heard of a decent one who could talk to snakes? They called Slytherin himself Serpent Toe.
Harry always seems so nice, though. And after all, he is the one who made you-know-who disappear.
That's probably why you-know-who wanted to kill him in the first place. Didn't want another Dark Lord competing with him.
Moving on to the Prisoner of Azkaban. Number 3. Introducing Sir Cadogan for the first time.
Who dares challenge Sir Cadogan? Back, you scurvy braggarts! You roar!
He's back in mass.
What do you expect? After I having the fat lady, none of the other pictures would take the job. But he keeps changing the password. That's twice on it this morning. I've taken to keeping a list.
Farewell, comrades. If ever you have need of noble heart and steely sinew, call upon Sir Cadogan.
Yeah, we'll call you if you ever need anyone mental.
Number 2. Sirius breaks into the Gryffindor common room.
How could Sirius Black possibly get through the portrait hole?
I don't know how he got in. I was a bit busy dodging his knife.
Percy, have you seen Sir Cadogan?
Oh, he's there, Professor.
Sir Cadogan? Sir Cadogan?
How may I serve you, ma'am?
Excuse me, is it possible that you let a mysterious man into Gryffindor Tower tonight?
Certainly, good lady. He had the password. Checkmate. He had the whole weeks, in fact, on a little piece of paper.
Which abysmally foolish person wrote down the passwords and then proceeded to lose them? Is it always going to be you, Longbottom?
I'm afraid so, ma'am.
Well, Sirius Black is gone tonight. But I think you can all safely assume that he will, at some future time, attempt to return. Now, I speak for the entire staff when I say, while we take every precaution to ensure your safety, it is incumbent upon yourselves to act responsibly. Understood? Very well, then, off you go. And remember, act responsibly.
And this bloody cat ate my rat.
That's a lie.
It is not, and you bloody well know it.
I can't believe it.
I could have killed him. He was right there. He was close enough to touch. I could have killed him.
And number 1. The Trio in the Great Hall.
It's about 200 owls sitting on colour-coded shelves, depending on how fast you want your letter to go.
Honeydew Sweet Shop is brilliant, but nothing beats Zonko's Joke Shop. You never did get a chance to go to the Shrieking Shack, though. You heard that it's the most haunted building in Britain. Yeah, I know.
But I mean, after a while it got a bit boring, don't you think, Ron?
What? No. Boring? Oh, yeah. dead depressing. Oh, hang on. I almost forgot. I got you something wicked at Dervish and Banks. It's a pocket sneaker scope. If there's anyone untrustworthy around, it's meant to light up and spin. I thought, you know, it can't hurt, given that...
Sirius Black's trying to kill me. I'm really glad you had a good time. Honestly. And thanks for this. You're right. Can't hurt.
Oh, be careful of those. Don't make you... Whoa! Never mind.
Moving on to the Goblet of Fire. Number 4. Harry trying to ask Cho to the Yellow Ball.
Hey, Cho, hang on!
Cho!
Hey, Harry! Hi, Harry.
Hello.
Hi, Harry. Come on.
Hi.
Number 3. A Durmstrang student asking a girl to the Yellow Ball.
Would you please come to the ball with me?
Number 2. The trio discussing what's happening inside Hogwarts.
I'll cover this up, you watch. Fudge will sell his soul before this gets out in the Daily Prophet.
Why?
Look, nobody liked Crouch. I know this from my father. Loads of people wanted him dead. But he was a ministry official. It's not even like he turned up stiff at Nocturne Alley. He was murdered at Hogwarts. This is a big deal.
Can't be coincidence. Harry's dreams, his scar hurting, the dark mark, his name coming out of the Goblet of Fire. Surviving the tournament isn't the answer anymore, Harry. It's bigger than this. And I really think you should go to Dumbledore.
Yeah.
Number 1. Snape and Karkaroff discussing the Dark Mark while Barty Jr. eavesdropping.
It's happening again, like before. And soon neither you or anyone else will be able to deny it.
Told you already, Igor. I see no reason to discuss it. You must. 10 points from Hufflepuff, Fawcett. And the same for Ravenclaw, Stebbins.
It's a sign, Severus. You know it is.
Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
Really? Then perhaps you wouldn't mind rolling up your sleeve, huh? You don't fool me, Severus. You are scared. Admit it.
I have nothing to be scared of, Igor. Can you say the same?
Moving on to the Order of Phoenix. Number 6. Neville talks about the Daily Prophet.
My gran says it's the Daily Prophet that's rubbish. She's cancelled our subscription.
Number 5. An extended scene of Gryffindor's common room.
See you, you're not got good cheap, you know that? Cheap. Oh no, you don't see it. Yeah, whatever. Come do me in things? Yeah.
Number 4. A student getting bullied in front of Umbridge. Number 3. Umbridge stating that she hates children.
You know, I really hate children.
You really are the most untidy creatures. Lord knows I've tried to help you. To instill discipline and respect for decorum, I've tried my very best to bring order. Yet at every turn been assailed by chaos. I mean, look what you've done to me! I cannot take it anymore! But I must. Authority must be upheld. And sometimes the ends do justify the means. I think certainly no one could blame me. And if it falls to me to sort out the mess, to tie up the loose ends, then so be it. For the greater good, I will do what must be done.
Number 2. Umbridge following Fred and George's fireworks. Number 1. Sybil Trelawney's craziest scene.
Frank will be taking care of magical creatures while Professor Hagrid is on temporary leave. And we also wish to welcome our new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher, Professor Dolores Umbridge. I'm sure you'll join me in wishing Professor Umbridge good luck. Now, as usual, our caretaker, Mr. Phillips, has asked me to remind you that...
Thank you, Headmaster, for those kind words of welcome. And how lovely to see all your bright, happy faces smiling up at me. You're all going to be very good friends. The Ministry of Magic has always considered the education of young witches and wizards to be of vital importance. The task of passing down the ancient skills must be undertaken with the utmost seriousness. Although each headmaster has brought something new to this historic school, progress for the sake of progress must be discouraged. A balance, then, between old and new, between permanence and change, between tradition and innovation. Let us preserve what must be preserved, perfect what can be perfected, and prove practices that ought to be prohibited.
Thank you, Professor Umbridge. That really was most illuminating. Now, as I was saying, Mr. Phillips has asked me to remind you that magic is forbidden in the corridors between the classes, and many other things that seem to be going on. Now, a list of these misdemeanors will be found nailed to...
Moving on to the Half-Blood Prince. Number 4. Harry with Ron and Hermione before going searching for the Horcrux with Dumbledore.
It's time, Harry.
Hermione, is the room of requirement unplottable?
If one wants it to be, why?
Well, then that would explain why I thought Malfoy was leaving the castle when he disappeared off the map. He was just going to the room of requirement.
Of course. And then that would explain the vanishing cabinet as well.
Yeah.
No, I got an alert from Dad this morning. The one at Borgin and Burke's is still there.
No, I'm telling you, I saw it. What if there are 2 vanishing cabinets?
What if there are?
I don't know.
Good luck, mate.
I don't need luck. I'll be with Dumbledore.
Number 3. Harry and Hermione's conversation in the common room.
Did you honestly expect you could just walk up to old Sluggy and ask him to reveal his deepest, darkest secret? Honestly, Harry, sometimes I think the Daily Prophet should call you the Dim One.
Nice.
Well, you're going to have to persuade him somehow. Now you've made it even harder. I'm going to bed.
Hermione, I think Malfoy's leaving the castle. I've seen it sometimes. Sometimes he just disappears off the map.
That's not possible. No one can leave the castle these days. The map's wrong.
The map's never wrong.
Good night, Harry.
Number 2. Extended version of Harry and Hermione in the astronomy tower.
You need us, Harry.
Just do me a favour. When I'm around, keep the snogging to a minimum, please.
Like that's going to happen. Besides, he's barking.
Funny, he says the same thing about you.
Yes, but I'm exceptionally perceptive.
You're brilliant. You're both brilliant.
Number 1. I'm with you, Harry.
I don't need luck. I'll be with Dumbledore.
It's all right, sir. Don't worry. We're nearly there.
I'm not worried, Harry. I'm with you.
Moving on to the Deathly Hallows, Part 1. Number 6. Ron and Harry trying to hunt a rabbit. Number 5. Hermione and Ron throwing rocks.
That is the key. The flatter the better. Try that. Right. Lean back a bit. Get quite low. Flick the wrist. Whoa.
Oh, you're really good at it.
Yeah.
So what, kind of like that?
No. Get down. And just this arm back and then.
It's two.
Two.
It's good. So what, kind of like?
We're getting there. That's not bad. 3. Right. Try and get a bit lower. Just flick the wrist. Yeah, that's it.
Number 4. Yaxley inspecting the Granger's house, but it's too late. Number 3. Harry and Ron come across Arthur Weasley in the Ministry.
Morning. Ron, it's me. Harry. Blimey. Forgot what you look like. Where's Hermione?
She's gone down to the courtrooms. With Umbridge.
I understand, Captain, but I can't be a party to that. Hello, Reg. I understand Mary's coming in for questioning today. Try to have faith. If there's anything that Molly and I can do to help...
Don't tell me. It's raining in the Axley's office again.
Tell him to try an umbrella.
Arthur. You know you're being tracked, don't you?
Is that a threat, Uncle?
No. It's a fact. They're watching you.
Number 2. Petunia and Harry's last conversation.
I have lived in this house for 20 years. And now in a single night I'm expected to leave.
They'll torture you. If they think for a moment you know where I'm going, they'll stop at nothing.
Do you think I don't know what they're capable of? You didn't just lose a mother that night in Godric's Hollow, you know. I lost a sister.
Number 1. Harry and Dudley reconcile.
Isn't he coming with us?
Who?
Harry.
Absolutely not.
Why?
Why? Well, because he doesn't want to, do you, boy?
Absolutely not. No. Besides, I'm just a waste of space, isn't that right, Vernon?
Come on, Dudley, we're off.
I don't think you're a waste of space.
Thanks. See you, Big D. Oh.
The Deathly Hallows Part 2. Number 5. Extended version of the trio on-site Aberforth pub.
Finished. You know who has won. Whoever says otherwise is fooling themselves.
We need to get into Hogwarts tonight. Your brother gave me a job to do.
Did he now? Nice job. Easy? No, I reckon not. Piece of advice. My brother's dead. So unless you fancy joining him, I would forget about any job he gave you.
Professor Dumbledore cared about Harry very much.
Oh, funny then. Because it was the people my brother cared about that tended to get hurt.
Number 4. Another extended version of the trio in Shale Cottage.
How will we know what it is when we get in there? Horcruxes can be anything.
I'll know.
How?
I don't know how to explain it, but I'll know.
This is the closest I could find to what you described.
Perfect. Thank you, Fleur.
You're leaving, aren't you?
In the morning.
And Griphook?
He's coming with us.
Listen, I know goblins. If you struck any kind of bargain with Griphook, you must be exceptionally careful to live up to it. If you don't, he won't be forgiving.
Number 3. Harry beside Dobby's grave.
The sky has lost a star. My father used to say that when a child died. Funny how Mr. Dobby knew exactly where to find us.
It's funny. Hogwarts? It's not the place you left, you know. It's not the same.
Neither am I.
Always good value. I'll miss her. What do you think? I wouldn't know you if I didn't know you. You gonna tell me what that is? You're gonna think I'm mental, but more than once when I've looked into it, I think I've seen Dumbledore. Bloody hell, that's a sight.
Well, how do I look?
Hideous.
Number 2. Remus and Tonk's moment.
You shouldn't have! It's Teddy who needs you.
He'll sleep till dawn and snore like his father. It's you that needs me tonight.
And number 1. Draco throwing his wand to Harry and shouting out his name.
Done!
Potter!
Confringo!
Take cover.
If you want to watch more videos I made, click on this playlist over here. Thanks for watching and I'll see you again soon.